Oh man, man said you're first already, you know. Jeez, what's good, family? Hey, listen, let me see something. Let me see something. How's it looking now? Much better. Peace, 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 family. What's really good is gleaming outside. You know, sun is shining on me. What's good, family? I'm gonna do a quick video right now. What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm gonna do a quick video right now on my brother road to Jannah. Like road to Jannah. I did promise my brother that I'm gonna help my brother out a little bit because I like his energy. I'm feeling his energy. I know he doesn't need my help. He's moving like but anyway, I'm gonna help my brother out same way, you know. I heard say he's received a few subscribers. So hopefully after this he can receive a few more. Let me push him to over 300 subscribers by about, let's say, an hour's time. So let's see if we can do it. What's good? Of course, man. Africa, Africa, Africa all day, baby. So yeah, my brother in his video, okay, was talking about, what was he talking about again? What's the title of this video called again? Something to do with like Disbelivers, kafir, the Hellfire, and Kemet, and so forth. And so forth and so forth. So let me just do a quick video on this. So hopefully we can just catch a little vibe, have some fun, see what's good with the family. And then hopefully a little bit later on, I've spoken to Gabs as well. I've spoken to Gabs. We're actually going to do a video on, we're going to do a video tonight. I think it's going to be based upon the Zachariah and his conversion to Islam and things of that nature. And go into some details as well. Like I spoke to my brother Zachariah again yesterday as well. Hopefully we can have him onto the show as well tonight. I don't think so, no. I don't want to actually have him on the show tonight, but hopefully in the near future we can have him on. I know he definitely wants to talk about Tawheed and things of that nature, so we'll see what's good. We'll see what's good. Oh man, what's good, family? All love. So, you know, my brother was talking about, you know, the Hellfire and so forth and so forth, and I was thinking to myself like, but Kalam doesn't look like he's scared of the, you know, doesn't fear the Hellfire, maybe because he doesn't believe. And yeah, you're damn right. You know what? Yeah, you're so right. Do you know why? The reason why, yeah, I don't believe in the Hellfire, like how you believe in the Hellfire, is because I come from a tradition, okay, which is the Kemetic tradition that originated the concept of hellfire, originated the concept of heaven, originated the concept of paradise, and so forth. Originated the concept of afterlife, resurrection, day of standing, day of judgment. You know, it's so much. We originated those things there. And fortunately for us, those of us who are theatricality and deceptions, powerful agents to the uninitiated. But we are initiated, aren't we? Members of the League of Shadows. So yeah, so unfortunately, I'm initiated in it, so I fully understand and comprehend these things. Whereas some people are outside of the tradition and they've just received, you know, the byproducts of the traditions, and they have no understanding or understanding or even overstanding of what they're talking about, of the Hellfire and so forth, and they've literally struck, you know, fear and terror into your hearts, so you will submit to this concept. Me, I'm all right, you know. I'm all right, Jare. You know, we have it. As I've already shown you at the beginning, let me just show you the concept of the Hellfire real quickly. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do this right now. Concept of the Hellfire. Look at that. Look at that. There's the lake of fire with the guardians of hell. You know, we already had this concept, baby boy. We already had this concept. Like, you know, I was watching a documentary as well the other day. Yeah, let me just give you the documentary. Yeah, this is called you know, the God documentary with Morgan Freeman. Yeah, and they've got one of the top Egyptologists in there, Salima Ikram, and she's there discussing you know, the concept of the afterlife as well. Let's listen to what they got to say real quickly.
One is over there.
Yeah, this entire site is a big cemetery, so the ideas that people now have about rebirth and resurrection all started here in Saqqara about 5,000 years ago, if not earlier.
So this is maybe the birth of afterlife thought.
Yeah, you could say that.
Egyptologist Salima Ikram is taking me to see the tomb of a pharaoh who ruled almost 4,400 years ago. Inside it are humanity's oldest written descriptions of the afterlife.
And this is a causeway, and we're going towards the temple.
You know, the oldest description of the afterlife. Like over here in Kemet, Egypt, they have to travel thousands of miles just to go to Egypt, Kemet, to see like who has got the oldest description of the afterlife. What does it say in there? And we realize that every single religion of the monotheistic religions has what? Has what? Has what? The afterlife conceptualization, which came directly out of Kemet. Directly. Even the Greeks have it. The Romans have it. The Christians have it. The Muslims have it. The Jews have it. Like, we all know. Like, we all know we originated it. So that's why we don't have no fear of it, because we have a deeper understanding of it. You know, in ways there, a much deeper understanding. So unfortunately, there is no you know, fear of the afterlife here. I do apologize. We don't deal with them things there. You know, and if you do want to learn about this is what I'm saying to you, family members, like, if you want to learn truly what your religion is trying to teach you, come to the Kemet, like, come to the Kemet. I know there is a verse within inside of the Quran here that says, if you have any doubt in this book, you know, go to the people of the scriptures. Go to them. That's the Jews, that's the Christians, you know, Christians and the Jews and so forth. But guess what? Go to those who originated scriptures. Just go to them, full stop, if you really want to have a true understanding of what it's really saying, you know, all these concepts are really saying. Now, my brother was also talking about, do you know what? You want to know, like, these people will go to the hellfire. Why? Because they're kufr, they're disbelievers. And I'm like, fam, like, I don't know, you know, like, for those people, like, this is what I hate. I detest the term kafir, yeah. Because if you just go, just Google or dictionary search here the term kafir and what it actually means and how it is particularly directed towards black people, it's like it's so insulting. It's like literally an Arabic word to say nigger, like literally like that. You know, the South Africans used it as a derogatory term to literally say niggers, basically black people. So that's why one of the reasons why I detest it. Maybe you may not understand that and you don't realize it and you're utilizing it in a different term, but I detest it for those reasons. Another reason why I actually detest the term disbelievers or kafir, yeah, is the fact that like, again, the originators here of the concept of God, the God concept, like, how you calling another African man, another black man, yeah, a kafir? It doesn't make no sense, G. Bruv, man, ancestrally, we originated them things there, brother. You want to talk to call the next man kafir? Fam, hold your role, bruv. Hold your role. But yeah, because you haven't accepted Islam and you are a disbeliever. No, fam. No. This is why you're not properly schooled and trained, you know. Like, you guys need to sit down with your elders and understand what the term kufr or kafir actually means. It is a person who conceals, who covers, who hides the truth. Now, unfortunately, one has to be presented with the truth first, yeah, before one can be considered a kafir, or whatever you want to say, or a disbeliever. You know, what is God to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Like, you can't bring me weak stuff, bruv. You can't bring no Kemet atheist weak stuff, yeah, or whoever else weak stuff, and then call us kafirs, yeah, because your line of reasoning and logic and evidence that you're providing is weak. Like, yeah, for those of you people who has received the message but do not accept the message will go to hellfire. In order for us to the message that you're actually delivering is faulty. It's fallacious. It stands on nothing. I don't get it. Like, don't you not understand it? Like, you can't. I don't know, bruv. It's like me coming to you, yeah, and tell you, if you don't accept Amun is the one creator deity of the whole world. If you do not accept him, you're going to go to hell. And I do not demonstrate my claim. Like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Like, I don't think you understand. Like, let me reteach your religion, okay? Let me reteach your religion, okay? Let me reteach you your religion, okay? Because I fully well understand by, you know, reading and understanding and being part of traditions that the majority of, you know, your acclaimed, your prophets that you claim to be prophets, yeah, they all learned and was taught by, you know, certain secret societies or Kemetic priests and prophets and so forth. Right, what's that? Anyways, so let me just educate you real quickly on basic principles first and foremost, okay? One of the first things, yeah, like in Kemet, we have something called gnosis, okay, which is knowledge. It's a knowledge-based claim. Like, everything that we do is basically scientific, okay? Knowledge-based claims. This is one of the first fundamental building blocks of our Aqidah, or our not, or our building blocks that builds our nature and character and so forth, okay? And it's called Gnosis, science, knowledge of self, knowledge of the universe, and knowledge of the deity or God, or whatever you want to call it, okay? That's how we work. We only based our understandings or firm convictions based upon knowledge, nothing else. Belief, no. Belief infers doubt. Doubt infers ignorance, means you do not know something, okay? You're completely ignorant of something. We only deal with knowledge, okay? And, you know, we tried to teach your prophet this concept. We did. I assume so. I assume so, you know. I assume so. All right. For those of us, most of the Kemetic people, they don't know about this. But others of us, you know, who are part of certain societies, we fully realize this, yeah? Like, you know, our you know, people taught you this basic concept of shahada. Shahada. Okay? Basic concept. But most Muslims don't understand the basic concept of shahada. Shahada literally means, or comes from shahida, which literally means to bear witness, to observe something, to testify on something. It's based upon evidence. You need to observe something. And like your claims are not based upon ayat or evidences. Do you understand? Like, you're not given, like, the Quran tries to teach you these basic concepts, okay? The people who educated Muhammad tried to teach you like the basic concepts. But guess what happened? You lot fell away from that, and you lot just fell into belief. Into belief. We gave you a scientific method of La ilaha illa Allah. Yeah? Negation and then affirmation. Negation and affirmation. You know them ways there. Like, first you need to negate. Like, okay, if I want to describe a spider. The creature that you're thinking about, does it have 6 legs? No. Negation. Does it have 4 legs? No. Negation. Does it have 2 legs? No. Negation. Does it have 8 legs? Yes. Does it live in the sea? No. Can't be an octopus then. Does it live on land? Yes. Is it this? Does it have webs? Yes, it does. That's affirmations. What you're talking about is a spider. You know the way it's there? Like, it's negation and affirmation. Basic concepts, but you lot just do not get it. So what I'm trying to actually stress on this point is, yeah, is that stop calling us kafirs, yeah, like atheists and everybody else, yeah. We're more guided, yeah, than you are. We're more on the right path than you are. The reason being is because we don't accept nonsense. We really don't accept nonsense. Oh, you're going to Hellfire, a place of burning for eternity, simply because you did not accept Allah exists, or, you know, follow the Quran. Okay. And our God is the most just and most wise. Does that really sound like a just and wise thing to do? To punish a person for eternity. Let's just say to punish a person for 100 years. 100 years. Just think about it. 100 years for simply in a, let's say they may have lived for 30 odd years or 40 odd years, and they never succumbed to the concept of believing in your God. Like, is that really just? Like, you've only lived for 40 years, but you're going to be punished for 100 years. But it's not even for 100 years. It's even more than 1,000 years. It's even for infinity. For, like, does that sound wise and just to you? I don't think it does, you know. Again, you lot need to go back to the drawing boards and come and learn. Like, come and learn. We'll teach you your religion, you know. We will teach you. I'll help you. Don't worry, family. Like, come. Yalla. Come, sit down, Jalus, Agilus. Just sit down real quickly. And let me teach you your religion for you, okay? Because it's really pathetic, the stuff that you lot come up with. It really is. But anyways, again, I want to help my brother out and, you know, get him onto the right path, okay? So if you don't want to learn certain things, come over to Kemet. Come to Kemet, okay? Come to Kemet. Don't worry, you won't be, you know, you won't go to Hellfire. It's okay. Just sit down, take some lessons, you know, even look at it, look at this. Even Jesus had to humble himself. Like, he came to Kemet, supposedly. Came to Kemet, he sat down under the feet of the elders, and when he went back to, you know, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, the people in Jerusalem, you know, the learned elders, what happened? He astonished them. You know why? Because he was waxed wise in the wisdom of the ancient Egyptians. That's the reason why. So just come sit down and learn for a little bit. Come and sit down, learn a little something, you know. Even your Ibrahim had to go there, you know. You know, he had to sit down with Allah himself. or Elohim himself, should I say. You know, he sat down with him, another Egyptian, and was taught, and he became the Khalil, the friend of the Elohim, or the friend of Allah. But that's another story. I'm not even going to try to confuse you there. But, you know, so just sit down, man. Sit down. Like, if you really want to learn something, come and sit down. And then come and sit down. Then the brother was saying, oh, you guys are polytheists. And so forth. Like, fam, the Tawheed. Like, come on, fam. Again, like, I don't know how to stress this, you know. Like, come and learn the Kemetic Creed. Come and learn the Kemetic Creed. We've got a theology called, This is, after Gnosis, there is theology. This is the second part of our Aqidah, or our creed, okay? Which literally says, God is one, the creator of all things, and all things continue to depend upon him in a hierarchy of beings. You with me? That is our theology right there. That is our theology. And that's just basic theology. That's not even nothing extreme. That's nothing extreme. Like, that's just the basics of it. When you actually get down to every single one of our components of our, creed has as maybe a 400-page breakdown, yeah, of what each and every single one of them means, you know, and it goes into science, goes into philosophy, you know, it goes into spirituality, it goes into all of those things there. Like, basic concepts, you know, basic concepts. We've explained this time and time over and over again, but you lot can't even understand it. Sarah goes into it time and time again. Energy, transferal of energy, going into time and time again, and you lot just can't understand simple concepts. It's so sad. But anyway, let me see what's going on. Who commissioned the first 5 books of Moses? Thoughts on it being Ptolemy. So yeah, supposedly, I remember it was if you read the writings, who is this? You what, mate? Okay, so if you read the writings of Josephus, on the antiquities of the Jews, or the histories of the Jews, basically, he speaks in there that one of the Ptolemies during the 2nd or 3rd century, the Ptolemy is basically a Greek rulers of Egypt that came in and ruled Egypt. They commissioned the Septuagint, which is basically the Old Testament, basically the Torah, Tanakh of the Old Testament of the modern day Bible. And he gathered Jews, locked them away into certain books, into certain rooms or cells, and got them to, based upon memorization, translate it into Greek, and then compared it, and they looked at it like, yes, this is it basically. Now we actually have the Jewish scriptures that we can actually learn and read who they are, which most probably helped them to conquer the remaining of the Jewish nations. We don't know. But Kalam, who commissioned, so let me just read that. Kalam, who commissioned the first 5 books? Thoughts on it being Ptolemy? Yeah, possibly. That's what it's recorded. I don't know. I wasn't there, to be honest. I thought you were coming at me. Kalam, Ptolemy commissioned the first 5 books? Yeah. So let's go back and let me just do a quick reading. So I got everybody in. Betty was good. King Mamba, Christian, Ali Dawood, Just Facts. Oh, man. Greetings. Big up London. Peace, Kalam. Hotep, Shasha. What's good, Betty? Check out kind of shit. Yeah, buddy. What are you saying? Mr. Lee's in there, man. Like Kalam, bless up, the Hangouts crew. That's it. Extremely balanced TV. That's good. All right. Let me just quickly go through this real quickly. Young Cali, baby. Can you break down this hierarchy of beings? The atheist crew being showing a lot of interest in Kemet, Kalam. Get your Kemetic dawah and get some converts. Nah, man, we don't deal with converts, you know. We don't deal with converts. That's a religious way of looking at things in terms of converts. But I hear what you're saying, though. I hear what you're saying. You know, anybody can pick up a the Kemetic philosophy and run with it still. Kalam, who commissioned? Okay, I've got that. Abrahamic. Can you? Okay, so my brother's asking me, can I break down the hierarchy of beings, please? I can break it down, but do I choose to do it right now? I think not. The reason why I think not is because it's very loaded, it's very heavy, it's very weighty, and it's very heavy and very loaded and very weighty. And if you haven't already watched Kemetic Creed, where a slight breakdown is given in there, and it talks about second in the hierarchy of beings is the intelligible realm, and then the sensible realm, and then it is you know, the intelligible and sensible realm is converted or goes through to the sun, which is, and so forth and so forth and so forth. And it talks about the cosmology of the world. So basically cosmology, that's the second, sorry, 1, 2, 3, that's like the third aspect of the Akida, or the creed within inside of Kemet, is the cosmology of how the universe came into existence and how every single thing is interdependent and interrelated with each other in terms of, you know, galaxies, solar systems, planets, and energies that are transmitted from it. And then obviously the human beings, plant life, etc., etc. Those are the hierarchy of beings and the kingdoms that we all dwell with inside, and so forth. So it's very weighty to just go into it straight away. So, but the brief outline is actually in the Kemetic Creed. So if you want to go there and check it, it's in there. But the 400-page breakdown of it, that's too weighty for just here. I was trying to do a quick video. Let's see. Yeah. Can you tell me what you actually even like the main principles that make it? Okay. So again, like, I keep saying this, like, I don't know why you lot don't listen, Anonymous. Why don't you lot listen? Kemetic Creed video, go there, and it gives you lot a nice breakdown of the Kemetic Creed. Like, over and over again, is on there. Titans TV, Kemetic Creed. It gives you it. Yeah? It tells you our Akida, or Keda, or nature, or disposition is made up of 7 component parts. 1. Gnosis. 2. Theology. 3. Cosmology. 4. Ancestry. 5. Pedagogy. 6. Ethics. 7. Eschatology. It's all in there. It's all in there. Okay? And for me to just keep on saying, like, every single video, what is it? What is it? What is it? Like, go and check it out. Like, that's your point of reference right there. Go and check it out to see what it is. It's nice and easy for you. Oh, what book shall we get? Nile Valley Contribution to Civilization. Nice and easy. If you actually want to know more about the text itself, go and check out Husia. Like, there is a book by Maulana Karenga. If you want to know more about, you know, the exact scrolls, text, or scriptures that we actually utilize, Maulana Karenga actually gives nice extracts of a lot of those texts, and it's called the Husia, and you can go there and just read them all. You know, nice little breakdowns, nice and easy, little bite-sized chunks where you can just read, nice and easy, family. Thanks, checked out the video a while back, just and stuff. Can you reply to my questions on it in the comments, please? I will definitely try to go back and read your comments. I do not know, but I believe that there are only 2 beings that overlook us all, the mother and the father. I like that. He's innocent, that's why. Believe that sacrificing their own children for God is the best act of being an obedient slave. Oh yeah, and that was another thing, yeah, okay? Like, Islam is really the slave religion. Like, I'm not being a bad mind or nothing like that. I'm not trying to, you know, offend anybody. But, like, yes, I'm humble because I am a slave of Allah. Like, wow. Like, Obviously, because I don't use those type of terminologies with myself, because I despise that word, slave. And as another black man, yeah, like, as a black man, like, this is what I'm saying, yeah, I swear, some people, yeah, like, I need to start asking black people who are Muslims or who are any other religion, like, do you know African history? Like, do you know your black history? I just want to know, fam. Do you know your black history? It's like when another person, like, calls, like, nigger, I'm like, black man, don't call yourself that word. Don't call yourself that word. Please, like, don't. Like, do you know the history of it? Don't do it. It's not nice. It's not nice. You know, unless you're Tupac and you try to convert it, trying to make the negative into a positivity by, instead of saying N-I-G-G-E-R, you translate it to N-I-G-G-A, which is never ignorant getting goals accomplished. I understand it. I understand how you're trying to change things around, you know, and I love that. When you call yourself a slave, Auzubillah, come on, man. You've been through slavery, you know, and you want to be a slave of Allah? Really? Anyways, but that's just me, innit? That's just me. I'm just speaking about myself. Like, you could be a slave as much as you like, but just think about it. Just think about the actual semantic range, not the semantic range, actually, the conceptual, the schematic field of slave. Just think about it for a hot second, and just think about where the impetus actually came from or was derived from. Just think about that for a hot second. What I mean by that is, you're utilizing certain words. For example, the certain words might proceed from the mouth of the Prophet, peace be upon him. It might proceed from the Quran itself, and just think about how do you conceptualize slave of Allah? Meaning there must be slaves in existence for you to be called a slave of Allah. For someone to understand what a slave of Allah is, there must first be a slave within inside of your existence. And then you must know the relationship between a slave and a master, and the rights that a master has on slaves and the rights that slaves have on a master, and so forth. So just think about it. Like, this whole, conceptualization is based around slavery within inside of the Arabian Peninsula. And the slaves primarily, from reading these hadiths, I'm not saying that it is in actual reality, but I'm just saying in reading these hadiths, these slaves were primarily, overwhelmingly Negroids, black people. And then the so-called Arabs again, based upon these Aryan hadiths, Muhammad was a white man. If you look at the film The Messenger, the most white supremacist propaganda I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, like, all the Arabs of prestige, all the Arabs, I think, were all very, very pale, white-skinned, fair-skinned people, and the slaves are all black. Like, okay. So basically, the concept of being a slave of Allah lies in the slave markets and the slave society and culture of Arabia. That's mad, That's mad. Like, black slave, white master, black slave. I can't be called a slave, bruv. I don't even care if it's a slave of Allah. It could be a slave of Ra, or slave of Atum, or something like, or Amun, or Sa'an. Don't ever call me a slave of nothing, G. I don't know how you, man, they do it. Hey, yo, Abid. Man, like Abid. Hey, yo, Abdullah. Hey, yo, man, like Abid. Nah, I can't do it. But even the Prophet was called Abdullah. That's good for him, bruv. That's good for him. But, yo, Abid. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Hey, yo, how do you not do it, though? I don't know. Let me stop. I don't know how you lot do it. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know how you guys do it. But you lot are strong still. Anyways, not that time of slave. It's just like it. Peace, right, Kalam and the family. What's good? Did I call you chat? No. Yeah. But anyways, man, peace and love anyway. Again, I wanted to make this short, so hopefully it's going to drop under 30 minutes. But yeah, so please go and hit up the subscribe button. Subscribe to my brother, what's his name? Road to Jannah. Subscribe to him. At least let me please just get him over 300 subscribers at least in this short period of time. I really got hope for him. I really think he is a very nice, sincere individual that tries, isn't it? He tries. And I think, personally, if he's not a person that is a kafir himself, that likes to conceal the truth, I think when the truth finds him, he will have a nice awakening. But anyways, peace and love to the family. Okay? Should I do peace and love? Or should I carry on a little bit more? Yeah, are you having a show tonight? Yeah, I'm actually having a show tonight. So tonight, Gabs is coming on. The Medicine Man is coming on tonight, and we're going to do a nice show. So look out for that, okay?